Hello, Bartonella family. I hope everybody's doing good and nobody is dictating your moods and you are not herxing. So today's topic is about teeth. Teeth. So we already know that Bartonella just like wreaks havoc on everything else in our body, so why not our pearly whites, right? Well, you see the smile? When I was younger and I didn't wear glasses, I used to get told I had nice eyes. I got told I had nice hair. Now I get told I have nice teeth. Oh, yes, what a joy. Only problem is only half of them are mine. One here, maybe one here, here. So here's a scoop. Back when I was younger, I had a problem with one of my teeth and I was petrified to go to the dentist. And then when I did go, by then, he'd gone from one to the next to the next. So he's like, yep, you need to have some teeth pulled out. So I get some teeth pulled out and I'm starting to feel funny, guys. I feel like maybe I've inhaled something really funny. Just having a little moment there, you know, those Bartonella flares. My nose feels funny inside. Anyway, back to my teeth. So he's telling me he's got to take this out and that out and everything else. I'm like, okay, but first you've got to fix this. And what he did was he did a root canal with these two teeth here. And he filed them right down, this one especially. And I had no problem with no reactions, nothing. You know, I walked out with a nice smile. And then 10 years later, that started to deteriorate, and I was still petrified to go to the dentist. So I went to another one, and that's when all hell broke loose. See, prior to going to this dentist, 6 years prior, I had had my first herx reaction. So I had gone in there, and it was finally the day to get my teeth taken out. Quite a few of them. And now he worked on the bottom, in the back. And it was quick. You know, it took him about maybe 45 minutes to do what he had to do for that day. I wanted it split up because, you know, anxiety and stuff. And I didn't have too much of a problem. The novocaine got to be a little bit much, and I did a little bit of shaking in the chair, and I made Roger go with me, and he's like, oh, stop. I'm like, dude, I can't stop. My body's doing it. I'm nervous. When I get anxiety, my body reacts to it terribly. So that was quick. 45 minutes, I got out. Everything was good. And I had gone back, it was in April. I went back in May. And where they had broke, we decided it was time to just take that bad boy out. And the one next to it right here. And we started working on these over here. And at that point, I had gone into the dentist. And I was nervous. But Roger had caught the flu. And you guys all know what the flu does to us, right? Especially if we get a fever. So Roger had gotten the flu the day before, so my friend went with me in there. And it was terrible. He shot me with novocaine. And I mean, a lot of novocaine. I ended up having 30 some odd shots in 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Yeah. I'm not sure what kind of novocaine it was that he used, but he shot me up with novocaine, and all of a sudden I'm like this back in the chair. I don't know if it was the position, because dentist chairs are terrible on us. I'm like this, shaking and everything, and he's like, are you okay? I said, I don't know. He goes, oxygen level on her, blood pressure. Well, we all know that our blood pressures are normally low. My oxygen levels were low, guys. My body's reacting to this novocaine. My oxygen levels are dropping. He's like, get a mask on her now, give her oxygen. Because I wanted to be awake during this whole thing, because since, you know, the herxing and all that, it scares me to be put out, but what a mistake. So I'm all distorted, and I'm having a full-blown herx reaction and everything, and they're asking, what scent should we give her in oxygen? He asks my friend. She goes, no vanilla, no orange, strawberry, that's good. I couldn't even talk for myself. She was right. That's what I would have picked. But the problem is I'm herxing. I can't talk. I'm shaken. I've got headphones in my ears so I could listen to a meditation to keep chilled, and then the mask goes on my face. And now I'm not a nice girl. All of a sudden, I grab that mask and I'm like, I don't want it on my face. Now I am having the anger and the aggression like a woman that's in labor. Well, long story short, eventually my body calmed down. It stopped shaking. I was exhausted because of all the shaking and stuff. The novocaine had gone through my body, had gotten used to it. And he was working on my teeth, and then he had problems getting them out because my roots grew into my bone and the tips of them grew together. Instead of being like this or like this, that's how it was. More novocaine, more shaking, more jolting. So, finally, he got done doing what he was doing, and I got up out of the chair, and I'm trying to walk, and I'm holding on to my friend. I looked like I'd had a case of beer. I could barely walk. I was dizzy, the whole 9 yards. And then I came home, and I sobbed, and I sobbed, and I sobbed. I didn't sob because I was in pain. I sobbed because I was just so emotionally distraught. 3 hours later, I spiked a fever. I was having a real herx. So, needless to say, the rest of the work that needed to be done, I put that off for 3 months later. And that wasn't too bad. That was pretty well quick in the whole 9 yards. But I was going back to the dentist because I was getting like these little parcels put in and stuff. And nothing was ever fitting right. Nothing was right. Things had to be attached to something. And whew, what a nightmare. After 80 trips to the friggin' dentist, literally, I have a nice smile. So, I would highly suggest when you go to your dentist, now that I told you my deep, dark personal secrets about my nice smile, that you know what kind of novocaine they're going to use, that you know for a fact, because you know how our Bartonella is, we react to everything. Well, react to novocaine too. Why not, right, guys? So, yeah, just get a shot first, see how your body reacts to it. I mean, you guys are obviously, none of us are like, I'm not trying to scare anybody into getting dental work done because I'm just not. But, you know, it's tough when you know, have this disease and stuff like that. The healing process was good. I had no problems from it. I did end up with my ears feeling like really screwed up, but I mean, I guess, you know, we've got TMJ, at least I do, and it probably didn't help that my mouth was open for 3 hours almost. I was like, but I was plugged up in the ears for 2 months. That herx wasn't too bad. It only lasted around, started in May, June and July, and then by August it was gone, unlike this one that I just had this past September, which I'm at the end of now. But yeah, just get a plan with what's going on. If you have to have like any kind of extractions, things like that, I would highly suggest taking an ibuprofen if your dentist allows it, because a lot of times they say with ibuprofen or whatever, or aspirin, I take that back, thins your blood out and you be bleeding a lot. But yeah, I was bleeding. Yeah, it's just one of those things that we have to go through. And, you know, people don't like dentists. And when people don't like doctors, that's normal. But, I mean, dentists are hated. Why anybody would want to go in that practice is beyond me. But anyway, I just thought I would share my story with you. I'd be curious to know if anybody else has had any problems with like any kind of dental work. Now, when I went back in August to have the rest of the dental work done, I wasn't herxing. He was done in 1 minute and 30 seconds. He just went, it was done. So, herxing plays a big role. Definitely don't get any dental work done if you've been around anybody that's been sick that ran a fever, because it was pure hell. It was a nightmare, and it was a worse experience than having a child. Not pain-wise, but mentally. All right, guys, I hope everybody is doing well. Do not let anybody dictate your mood, because I'm not going to let them dictate my mood today. All right, I love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next video.